Greetings, 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 greetings. This is Brother West. This is Prophet West coming to you today. This is what day is this? Is Tuesday, Tuesday afternoon, and just a brief thought that I want to talk into your hearing. And there's something that I've been noticing, I've been hearing concerning God's people in this time and in this season. And if you look at my title, No More Excuses. And it seems like, and it sounds to me, it's almost like they are making excuses for making a mistake, because we're sinners saved by grace, which means that we're going to sin. So we try to justify our sin by saying, well, you know, God knows that we're going to fall. God knows we're going to sin. God knows our mistakes, and we all have shortcomings. And see, but the thing about it, God says that Jesus in the Bible says that, my little children, these things that I written unto you, that you sin not. But if you do sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. But the Bible also says, but not to use that liberty as an occasion of the flesh. And what we're finding is that people are thinking and believing that they can do and say anything they want to say and still be saved. Once saved, always saved. Eternal security. You know, I'm chosen. And because I'm chosen, God gonna forgive me. And so you think that there's a certain grace that God gives you. You know the grace. And so you're going to do whatever you want to do. See, but the thing about it, what God said, and the Bible said, God said he'll be merciful unto whom he'll be merciful unto. And he'll extend grace unto whom he's going to extend grace to, which means that it's God's choice. It's God's decision. Because just like God extended it, God can snatch it back. And so, you know, see, God always ignores excuses, because every excuse that we have, he took it to the cross. The moment that he died, he hung on that cross. When he hung our excuses. He hung our excuses. Some people talk about, well, you know, I'm not in church because of church hurt, because somebody hurt me in the church. And so I'm not going to church. So are you telling me you're going to go to hell because of what somebody else did that was in the church? But now you know that the devil, the wicked one, is in the church. The wheat and the tare, they grew up together. And so that's where the devil is at. And that's where his imps is at. And so now you're going to allow the devil. You're going to allow the devil using somebody to hurt you. Or you allowed to hurt you. Now you're not having a relationship with God. Don't do that. Because in the Bible, in the last day, God going to say, why? Why did you leave me? Why did you not go to church? Oh, well, this preacher or this person. No, it's not church hurt. It's individual hurt. Somebody hurt you. Some man hurt you. Some woman hurt you. So you can't use that excuse, because Jesus pinned that excuse on the cross. And when he died, that excuse was over. And when he got up with the keys of death, grave, and the hell in his hand, all power's in his hand. So no more excuses. All Jesus want to know, will you serve me? Will you serve me? Will you live for me? Just like the man that was in the 38 years, he was lame in his feet, sitting at the pool of Bethesda. Jesus came to him, and he had an excuse. Jesus ignored the excuse, and he asked him one question: do you want to be made whole? And once he acknowledged and said, made whole, he rose up and he was healed. And that's all God wants. He don't want your excuse. He want to know, do you want to be made whole? No excuses. And don't use your weaknesses because we're sinners or whatever as an occasion to do wrong. See, because you might say to yourself, well, God knows my heart. Yes, he does. That's why he said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. See, love is an action, and he sees your heart. And that's what God tries, is your heart. Because out of your heart, your mouth gonna speak. In other words, how you react, it comes from your heart. I'm done. No more excuses.